Hey, Country Club of Naples, it's Bill Davidson, your golf course superintendent. I'm standing here with one of my very good friends, Brian Beckner. Brian and I came up through the golf industry, and he smartly got out of the golf business and decided to go into business for himself. But Brian is our local ornithologist. He is the guy that is doing all the bird box programs out here, as well as does the birding tours that we do for you guys. Brian is very, very busy this time of year, doing birding tours almost every golf course in the county, just about.
Just
about. So he does them all over the state. So I wanted Brian to come out here today and give you guys a quick update, let you know what's going on with the birding tour. So Brian, take it away.
Hi there, everybody. Good to see you. It's a perfect time of the year. Great weather for all of our birding. Having a lot of seasonal residents, as well as having a lot of migratory birds that are showing up. One of our biggest ones right now nesting happen to be our raptors. One specifically that we're going to talk about today are the eastern screech owls. Happen to have one of those boxes right here behind me. If you see where my ladder is set up, and we look right up there is an eastern screech owl box. We'll be able to share with you what's in there here shortly. There is a female actually with a few eggs, so you will be able to see that opportunity here in just a moment. Besides doing the bird houses, we also have a tremendous amount of opportunities being able to share on these beautiful green spaces that we call golf courses that are throughout our region, and they offer great insect and food opportunities for our species, including we have a tremendous amount of native habitat, so therefore the wildlife likes to be here. So we greatly appreciate that opportunity and being able to share with our bird houses, but also with our wildlife tours.
So Brian, tell us, how did you get into this ornithology thing and got started making bird houses and tours and all that stuff?
So essentially it was being recognized around my own property and figuring out the opportunities of wildlife on my golf course. These are great green spaces that would encompass many opportunities for our wildlife, but specifically, even as a kid, I would watch our red fox coming in and out of the golf course, and it was such an interest to me to be able to share that opportunity with others and watch the development and the continuation of our wildlife.
Awesome. So as a kid, you were interested in nature, and then as a golf course superintendent, I know you were very highly instrumental in the environmental aspect of the golf course. Brian built La Playa here in Naples, so
correct.
He's very, very instrumental in the development of that golf course. He did the construction to grow in, as well as all of the environmental enhancements. So Brian and I both came up in the industry when the Audubon program was being first introduced and real big. So we both have an emphasis in our careers on the environmental benefits of golf and all the great things that it does.
Correct. And so being a part of the Audubon International program for the golf courses, superintendents have that opportunity to share the ecological balance system that they have on properties, just like here at CCN. And we're able to help them to understand better opportunities when we use native plants. How are we going to bring in all of our wildlife and incorporate the two together, yes, while providing that golf course opportunity and sharing then how the ecosystems are all balancing.
Cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you guys some of the different boxes that we have on the property, and Brian can talk to you specifically how he designs the boxes for specific birds.
Correct. You got it. Okay, for different style bird houses, this particular one is based on a footprint looking to get eastern bluebirds or Carolina wrens or tufted titmice to nest in them. We make sure that we have the proper depth of the cavity and the width that would be inside, but also main counterpoint is the entrance hole. 1.5-inch size entrance hole helps us to obtain and provide the proper species habitat for those birds. Side door access, so that way we're able to try and get the birds that we're looking for. This particular location, we're looking for eastern bluebirds. Okay. Inside the birdhouse, there's one of their old nests. So seasonally, we make sure that we clean those out so that way we can encourage nesting the following season. And that happens in all of the different style birdhouses. Some of them we add some pine needles to, others we add some pine fiber to it, and they'll be ready to go for their nesting season. Okay, so here's a quick depiction of the different type birdhouses. The one in my hand is intended for the eastern bluebirds, like I was saying. Its size matters. So 1.5-inch size entrance hole. This particular large unit is intended for the eastern screech owls and American kestrels. That has a 3-inch size entrance hole. Size matters when we're talking about the birding world out there.
So Brian, on the course, we have a nesting box program. How many boxes out here do we have?
There are 16 total birdhouses, and that ranges from eastern bluebird to flycatchers to red-bellied woodpeckers to screech owls, purple martins, and wood ducks.
So Brian, when they're on the tour, what is it that you try to do? And so give them a little bit about what they'll do, how they get started and everything with regard just to specifically the birding tour.
Sure. Specifically, we like to be able to get everybody hooked up with a pair of binoculars so that way they can see exactly what I'm seeing and wanting to share. Either it be by a flyby or we find something sitting perched on a tree and we can share that opportunity. We want to be able to show them different type birds. Either it be, say, a mourning dove that we usually hear in the morning calling out, or maybe it's a hawk or an eagle, or right now, this time of the year, we have swallowtail kites that have just migrated from South America, and it is a great 2,000-mile trek for the swallowtail kites and our purple martins, and they are here right now. Okay, one of the things we like to talk about whenever we're on our birding and wildlife tours, yes, is all the birds that we would see flying and here migratorily, maybe the ones that are here year-round with us, but also about what brings the birds and the wildlife more to your property. A perfect example, look at these lake edges. All of this aquatic plantings that inside of your lake systems, these are your fisheries, your hatcheries. These are locations where you end up having all of the birds coming and foraging that are your herons and your egrets. This is a great system, let alone it is also a filtration system, and it helps with the opportunity of extracting any sort of nutrients that would be a negative impact going into these bodies of water. Where we find healthy concentrations of aquatic plants like this is absolutely wonderful resource, and the birds are going to be here as well for you.
So if you guys want to check out something really cool, look for our birding tours that we have coming up. We're going to do one towards the end of March and one in April. You come out, hang out with this guy right here next to me, and learn a lot about how the golf course plays a very important part in the urban greenscapes now that Naples is getting so packed. And if you've tried to go out to dinner about 5:30, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
We really want to make sure that we're teaching you guys what we do and why we do it, as well as the benefits of what we do. Last words?
All's great in the birding world. Come out and see us. Looking for a great time.
All right, guys. Take care. Hope everybody has a great day.
Bye-bye.